Emerging from the highest court in the land, extremely calm considering she's just won a landmark case. Kathleen Wyatt in the blue scarf has been told she can bring a claim for a financial settlement nearly 20 years after her divorce.
It's an important judgment.
We're very pleased the High Court will now have an opportunity to consider her financial claims and all the circumstances of her case, and she looks forward to concluding the litigation as quickly as possible.
Kathleen Wyatt and Dale Vince met in 1981, had a son, married and lived as penniless New Age travellers. They separated after 2 years and divorced in 1992. A few years later at the Glastonbury Festival, he invented a machine to provide a wind-powered telephone service. It led to him creating a huge wind farm business, now worth £57 million. Dale Vince's business interests also include developing this high-performance electric car. His ex-wife had tried to bring a claim for a financial settlement 2 decades after their divorce, but he'd got it slung out. Today, in unanimously reversing that, the court highlighted Kathleen Wyatt's life after separation.
They were 16 years of real hardship for her and her family. At times they lived in caravans, they moved home frequently, they lived from hand to mouth.
This judgment means that a claim for financial support from an ex-spouse brought decades after the divorce itself can't simply be slung out of court before a court has properly and fully considered it. And this isn't just about a couple of ex-hippies, one of whom became fantastically wealthy. It could be much broader.
In a statement, Dale Vince said, "I feel that we all have the right to move on and not be looking over our shoulders. Divorce law needs to catch up. The current situation is absurd." Kathleen Wyatt left today having been told there was a real prospect of enough to buy a more comfortable home. Next stop, another court to try and get that. Clive Coleman, BBC.
Hey, how's everybody feeling tonight? Or this morning? Or today? Or whatever it may be. If you've finished watching the introduction, that little video at the beginning of this, what you've seen is just really shocking. Now, it takes place in the UK, United Kingdom, Britain, which is not the United States, but still, it's in the world. I mean, if you see it in, Britain, you could see it here, and very well see it in the United States too. Now, this woman, I forgot her name. I don't even want to say the woman's name. I'm glad I don't remember it. But she was able to somehow win a claim for her ex-husband's millions 20 years after the divorce. That's 2 decades later. That's that's enough time for a newborn to become an adult in the United States and, start buying cigarettes and voting and all that. 20 years after the divorce, she was somehow able to win a claim. Now, this is really disturbing. First of all, it's really one of the most disturbing things about this is that the fact that this woman even wants this man's money like 20 years afterwards. Like, you didn't help this man make this money. She didn't help this man make one dime. But she wants his money. After the divorce? Seriously? You didn't help this man. You didn't do anything. And you didn't contribute. You were probably holding this man back from being that millionaire when you were with him. I don't know. And I wasn't there in their life, so I guess I don't know. But probably she was not. She was holding that man back from making those millions while he was with her. That's just my guess. But after the divorce, after you're already married to another man, you want this man's money? I gotta tell you, this woman's sick. It's very disturbing, and the fact that these courts in the UK even sat down and heard this case is just ridiculous. They look terrible. They look really stupid, absurd, ridiculous. Every word that you could probably think of. Now, for this man, one of the things he was saying is, he wants to be able to move on from that relationship and not be looking over his shoulder. And well, I kind of agree with him. He shouldn't have to look over his shoulder. He's done with this woman. He seems to be in great shape, and she looks like she's aged horribly. I think he made out pretty good, and he should get his money back. They shouldn't be taking this man's money over some female that's not he's not even with and hasn't been with for over 20 years. It's really crazy. I got to tell you, uh, just this case right here alone was probably going to make the marriage rate in UK plummet. I wouldn't be surprised if worldwide, rate that people who get married from this goes down sharply. Marriage, and the UK, that's definitely a no-no. And I think there's a reason that it's going down in the US too. It's not because of this, but it's going down in the US too. All right, those are my thoughts. Uh, what can I say? Damn. UK courts, you have failed.